2025 is a promising year. I'm not gonna lie. This year is it's definitely different from other years. I mean, it's March 12th today, March 13th. Uh, so far this year has been amazing when it comes to TV series. Now, in the past year, couple of years, especially whatever the hell that Marvel did with the TV content, it completely ruined the experience. But this year is different. This year looks promising. It's no mystery. Everyone's talking about solo leveling. I'm talking about solo leveling. Animation quality just keeps on improving. It keeps on increasing. It does not decrease in the matter of quality, which I love. And I'm so grateful to Avon Pictures, which is the studio that is animating solo leveling. Now, I want to talk about solo leveling in my own way. Now, let's break it down from season 1. If you remember season 1, the first 2 episodes, those were one of the most brutal things that I've ever seen in my life. I mean, the way Jinwoo dies, it was horrific. I have read manga, but I must say that watching it in anime format was another experience. That creepy smile was another experience, and then Jinwoo's death was another experience. Now, there's one thing that I actually would like to put some thought into as well. Now, some people in the beginning, not now, but in the beginning, some people might say or might think that Jinwoo was a coward. I disagree. I respectfully disagree. He was never a coward. If you remember season 1's episode 1 and 2, he was the one who actually figured out how to solve the double dungeon, the double S dungeon, where he died. He ended up sacrificing himself. So he was never a coward. He never gave up. He was just weak. Now there's a very big difference between weakness and cowardice. So he was nowhere near weak. Then we see his gradual increase in abilities and power in every stat because the system was now helping him. It was giving him daily goals, daily training to undergo so he could become stronger. Now, there's one thing about solo living that I personally really like a lot. You know, I never thought that I'd be able to say this, but solo leveling is an anime that I can relate to. Now, hear me out. What I'm trying to say here is I can relate to solo leveling. A guy who is nobody, the weakest hunter in the world, E rank hunter. There's no rank below E. He dies and then comes back. He keeps on increasing slowly, one step at a time. He becomes stronger, becomes better, becomes faster, and he kind of becomes a Giga Chad. I mean, look at him now. In season 2, so far we have season 2, episode 10. Now, that episode ended on a god awful cliffhanger. I'm gonna keep this spoiler free for those who haven't seen it. We're gonna be talking about some spoiler things too, so I'll give you a fair warning. So don't worry. I won't spoil the mood for you guys when you have to see for yourself. Then we see that he keeps on increasing. His aura increases, his confidence, his strength, his charisma, pretty much everything about him in every possible department. He keeps on improving. Then season 1 ends. Now season 1 ended and he was much stronger than he was in the first episode. Now things take a turn where season 2 starts. Season 2 starts where we get to see that his father is alive. Okay, that was a new thing for those who haven't read the manhwa. Then in the beginning, they got into another dungeon. Now that blue dungeon ended up becoming a red gate dungeon. Now that's a difficult thing. But for Jinwoo, it was a piece of cake. We got to see there was a new thing that got revealed. Now, what was revealed is that every enemy gets a message they hear in their head. Um, it tells them, it instructs them to go and kill this human. But the frost being the frost guy, I forgot his name. He tells him that you don't even know who you are. I mean, I hear a voice in my head every time there's a human I have to kill, but with you, I don't hear anything. And then he started to glitch a little bit. Now, that kind of made me think about it a lot. That there's more to this story than meets the eye. There's a lot more. Now, I have read the manga, but I haven't completed it. Some people are even saying that there are a lot of things, especially in the last episode when Goto, the leader of the Japanese guild, he had a fight with Jinwoo. Now they were saying that Jinwoo gets a message in manhwa. Now this is a spoiler. I'm giving a spoiler warning, right? Okay, you've been warned. Now Jinwoo gets a message from the system that he has to kill at least one, the strongest one. And it's pretty obvious what the system is trying to tell him, that he has to kill Goto. But they never showed that in the anime. Now some people were complaining about that. That they should have showed that. It kind of makes him weak. And the aura that is displayed visually on Jinwoo is also a little weaker than that in the manhwa. Honestly, I don't think that it's that bad, but everyone has his or her own opinions. It's fine. But the thing is that people were a little bit turned out by that. And there was actually this thing that for the first time, Solo Leveling got about 1,000 dislikes on Crunchyroll, which is not a very big deal compared to the likes it gets on Crunchyroll every other week. So that is when the story started to evolve more. We got to see him that he is actually not that bothered by dungeons anymore until he faces Baron. The fight with Baron was not easy, though it was a little rushed. People were a little bit off about it because it was rushed compared to manhwa. Now, in the manhwa, there was a lot more length to it. But in the anime, they kind of made it a little short. They just ended in one episode because I kind of understand that there are a little bit of rushing towards Jeju Island arc. So not that the episode was bad, it was amazing. It was an easily an S tier episode because the animation and the hand drawn animation that he punches Baron with, it was mind blowing. Honestly, it was one of the best episodes that Solo Leveling has produced so far. But it was a bit rushed. But that is when we saw Jinwoo struggle for the first time in a long time. And then with Goto, he almost dodged his attack. He had got a little bruise here. I like cut. Yeah, and the cliffhanger that ended on, oh my god. I was like, what the hell? And it was a very good cliffhanger, by the way. And you know, this arc is really giving me Hunter x Hunter vibes. For those who have seen Hunter x Hunter, the Chimera Ant arc is, oh my god, this is literally that arc. I feel like Miriam is just gonna appear out of nowhere. Those who have seen Hunter x Hunter will completely understand what I'm talking about here. This is such a Hunter x Hunter nostalgia. I mean, this arc has always reminded me of Hunter x Hunter in a good way. We have seen that the queen has given birth to a very strong ant named Beru. Now he's gonna be Jinwoo's ultimate rival in this arc. Now, the next episode is coming out tomorrow. There is a lot of hype behind it. And you know what I'm personally very excited about? I'm 100% sure that the animation is going to be top notch. Avon Pictures has proved itself that it has once again taken the throne of animation. The last time was in 2012, if I remember, when Sword Art Online came out. Yeah, that was some time. uh, and now it's with Solo Leveling, and I'm glad that they are animating Solo Leveling there, because if any other studio had ended up animating this other than Rich Studio or Ufotable or Mappa, I wouldn't be so sure how they would animate it. Now there's another uh there are two more studios that I really like. There's Studio Bones, which has done Steins Gate. It's an amazing anime. Has done some couple of animes as well. And there's another called Kyoto Animation. Kyoto Animation is famous for its mind-boggling visuals. It has also done Wild It Ever Got. It's a beautiful, visually beautiful anime. So I wouldn't be so sure how they would do the animation and the story plot as well. But Avon Picture has proved that, man, if they get serious, they get serious. And the animation never stopped to impress us. The quality has not decreased, but rather has increased by every episode. Now, there are some episodes that become like normal. There's no fight, no boo boo ba bam fighting, and it just normal story going on. Characters have a time to breathe. They are living their life normally. And even in those episodes, even Pictures has proved that the animation is top notch. And I remember when Baek Yeon-ho was having a word before going to the Jeju Island raid with his friend on the table. Now, the way they poured the drink in the glass, and the way his image got a little wobbly because of the water, that was beautiful. And that's just one example out of many. Yeah, and then and then episode 5, when when Jinwoo goes with the secondary strike team into a C rank dungeon. Now that ends up becoming an S rank dungeon as well. But the fight was a god tier fight, one of the best fights I've ever seen. The music, Hiroyuki Sawano is GOAT. He did music for Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan has some of the best music. He's doing music for Solo Leveling, and it's been god tier so far. The music, the visuals, the fight choreography, everything was great. I mean, I can't even break it down into words of how fascinated I am. The last time I enjoyed an anime was Cowboy Bebop. Now I comparatively watched Cowboy Bebop quite late. I watched it in February last year, and I was mesmerized by every single second of the animation, every single second of that anime. The music, the animation, the characters, everything about it was it was an eyegasm and eargasm and orgasm, whatever. It was amazing. So just like that, I'm really enjoying Solo Leveling, and it's I'm only hoping that it sets the bar much higher in every passing season, because it has the potential to do that. The story's got here. The character Jinwoo, everyone's simping over him. He's the last time I saw anyone simping over a anime guy this much was Gojo, Jujutsu Kaisen, which is uh, another tragedy that's coming up. But keeping all these facts in mind, every good thing about Solo Leveling, how much Even Pictures is putting effort into the animation, into the music, thanks to Hiroyuki Sawano, the GOAT, and Lisa, who sang the opening, and my boy TK, the sole person responsible for unraveling the world. Man, the ending that he has given us is also very good. I actually listened to that. It's good. Solo Leveling is gonna only progress from here on out. It's only gonna get better from here on out because it has the potential. Like I said, the studio is putting a lot of effort into it. Music composers, the GOAT, Sawano, is putting a lot of effort into the music. The director is putting a lot of effort into every episode. The fight choreography is god tier. You know, to be very honest, the last fight that I saw that was as OP as these was in Bleach Thousand Year Blood War. I'll be releasing a video on that as well. Those fights were god tier, but so are these. But what I like about this is that Thousand Year Blood War, for those who have seen Bleach will understand this, it's the last season of Bleach. So characters don't need introduction or an involvement or any more background. We have that already. In Solo Leveling, they also have to develop the characters as well. So that's why some episodes get a little mid in the middle, because it just settles down. Takes time to get us familiar with the characters, who they are, where they're coming from, what are their ideals. And then we get into the fights in the later episodes. But those were my thoughts on Solo Leveling so far. And let me know about your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you like it, then like this video, then give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you want. I'll be releasing a lot more videos on many different shows, many different anime. And, you know, if you want to watch my thoughts on why Invincible, and especially season 3 of Invincible, has been a god tier season, then you can click on this video and you can watch that. And in the meantime, have a cup of coffee and enjoy, and I'll see you on the other video. Take care.